Commandment number 10, thou shalt not covet, goes far beyond envy. It's about desire, power, control, and the human heart's bondage to comparison. When translated into the lens of life, politics, history, legacy, and spiritual warfare, it reveals hidden truths about why societies repeat oppression and why generational cycles are so hard to break. Thou shalt not covet. The battle for contentment and control. 1. Life and human desire. Coveting begins where gratitude ends. When people chase what others have, status, wealth, looks, power, they unknowingly become servants to comparison. Life's imbalance grows because society teaches envy as ambition. The spiritual message, coveting enslaves the soul to what it cannot possess, blinding people from purpose. Open quote, for what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Mark 8, verse 36, close quote. 2. Politics and power. In politics, coveting manifests as greed for control. Nations covet other nations' resources, leaders covet absolute authority, and institutions covet the loyalty of the masses. Coveting drives policies that hoard power instead of sharing it, from colonial empires to modern governments that disguise exploitation as progress. The modern echo, they covet the people's freedom but sell it back through systems. Hasher 3, history and legacy. Throughout history, empires have fallen because they coveted what others built: land, culture, innovation. From Rome to America, the pattern repeats: take, rename, rewrite. Coveting fuels cultural erasure. The victors rewrite history, silencing those they envy, the true builders, the true inheritors of divine legacy. Thus, history itself becomes a testament of stolen blessings, the spoils of covetous hearts. 4. Generational curses and strongholds. Coveting creates cycles of lack and longing, generations repeating the same hunger for what they were taught they could not have. In spiritual terms, this is a stronghold of inherited dissatisfaction. A family line that covets status instead of purpose passes down emptiness. A community that covets what oppressors possess absorbs the mindset of the oppressor. Breaking it requires shifting from imitation to revelation, seeing self-worth through divine inheritance, not material reflection. 5. Knowledge withheld. Coveting is also why truth is hidden. The powerful covet control over information because knowledge frees the mind. When people awaken to truth, they can no longer be ruled by envy. They see their divine value. This is why wisdom and truth are the most guarded treasures throughout history. New beginnings. To stop coveting is to begin anew. It's to reclaim the spirit of contentment that leads to peace and creative power. When envy is replaced with gratitude and purpose, new doors open, individually and generationally. This commandment, properly understood, is not about denying desire. It's about refining it until it aligns with divine order. Open quote, seek first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew 6:33, close quote. In summary, aspect, meaning of thou shalt not covet. Life, be free from comparison, walk in your own divine lane. Politics, resist systems that feed on greed and envy for power. History, recognize how coveting led to oppression and cultural theft. Legacy, break generational patterns of wanting instead of building. Knowledge, understand that hidden truth keeps people coveting illusions. New beginnings, true wealth begins when gratitude replaces envy.